to talk a little bit about what is making you run for this specific position this term?
Well, with the retirement of Senator Robert Nichols, of course, it created a vacancy for our East and Southeast Texas seat in the state Senate. And after a lot of encouragement from folks here across the region, I threw my hat into the ring last June. And what I hope to bring to this race as the next state senator for Senate District 3 is, of course, my proven track record of delivering conservative results for East Texas in the Texas House, and as well as my experience that I have to be able to hit the ground running on day one to make sure that East Texas has an effective voice in the state Senate.
Sorry, if you are reelected, what would be your first day one initiatives or your day one kind of timeline on things?
Yeah, so the first bill I will file as the next state senator for Senate District 3 will be to rein in our skyrocketing property appraisals here across East Texas. It's the number one issue I hear about. People are crying out for additional property tax relief, and certainly I agree with them. I think that we've got to have a state senator that understands the importance of providing our homeowners and business owners with the relief that they should expect and deserve. And so as someone that has voted for the largest property tax cut in American history back in 2023, I look forward to building on that next session, not just continuing to allow the residents of Texas to increase their homestead exemption, as well as to compress local school district taxes. But as I said, I think it's so important that we address the other side of the equation, which is reforming the appraisal process in Texas by capping the appraisals, as well as making sure that we get rid of the comptroller's property valuation study so that we actually have an appraisal system in East Texas that works for East Texans.
Yeah. And I guess the other question I have for you is, obviously you were influenced by Nichols after he served, in this seat. Kind of what influence has he had on you?
Yeah, Senator Nichols has been an extremely effective senator for East Texas for his entire tenure in the state Senate. And he was, of course, one of the individuals that encouraged me to look at running for this seat. Of course, honored to have his support behind me in this race. But at the end of the day, the voters get to make the decision across the 18 counties that make up Senate District 3. And based on the engagement that I've had, really over the last couple of weeks at the polls, working polls across all of these counties, I've been very encouraged. Talking to folks, listening to people. Again, people want someone that's going to go fight for our conservative, our East Texas values in the state Senate. And again, my proven track record of delivering those kind of results for this region of the state, I think speaks volumes to the voters across East Texas. And I'm looking forward to hopefully having the opportunity to fight for them in the state Senate.
Yeah. And the other question I have for you is your opponent received a $2 million donation. Kind of how, obviously, this is one of the races that a lot of people are looking at, a lot of eyes are on. So do you have any comment about that or any feelings towards that?
Yeah, I think voters, and again, this is an issue I hear about everywhere I go, all across the district, is people, they ask me about it. Did your opponent actually receive, at the time it was 1.9 and now it's $2.3 million contribution from one individual? And the answer is yes. And of course, that's public record on the Texas Ethics Commission website. People can go look that up and validate that themselves. But anytime someone donates over 90% of an individual's campaign contributions, I think voters rightfully have questions about the influence that individual may have. What strings are attached to that money, especially that sum of money. I believe it's unprecedented. That amount of money is unprecedented for a state Senate race, not just in East Texas, but across the state of Texas. And so I think rightfully so, people are asking a lot of questions. They want a state senator that is not bought and paid for, that is someone that actually will answer to the voters, someone that is responsive to the voters. And, that of course is a big part of why I'm running, is to make sure that the voters across East Texas have someone that they can trust, they can rely on, that they know that my vote is not going to be influenced by any one donor, that I'm truly responsive and representative of the people all across Senate District 3.
Yeah, great answer. Thank you so much. Trent Ashby, is there any other questions, or not question, any other topic you want to touch on that I might have left out?
I would mention one other issue that I think is extremely important to East Texas in this upcoming session. I mentioned property tax relief, which is, of course, a top priority for me. But the other issue that I hear about all across East Texas is people are worried about our future as it pertains to protecting our natural resources, especially water. As your viewers know, we've been engaged in a big fight for almost the last year over water marketers. People want to come in that want to siphon off our groundwater and move it to the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex or to the I-35 corridor. And so I think it is so important, not just for present day, but for the future of the people that are blessed to live in East Texas, that we have a state senator that is going to be able to have the experience on day one, and that can file legislation working with our delegation of East Texas representatives in the Texas House that will protect our natural resources, that will fight for our groundwater, and make sure that that resource is protected for the people that, again, that are blessed to call this area home. So I'm looking forward, and of course, as a member currently of the House Natural Resources Committee, I know better than most how complex our water laws in the state of Texas are. And we've got to have someone. It's so important that our next state senator is able to hit the ground running on day one to make sure that we are fighting for and protecting our most precious natural resource, which is our water.
And you're actually from East Texas, and is that also a layer of why you want to run for this specific position?
No doubt about it. I'm born and raised in Rusk County. Live here in Lufkin and Angelina County. Been here for almost 25 years with my family. Am proud to have the opportunity from the good Lord above to be able to move back and raise my family right here in the same region that I grew up in, with the same values that are centered around faith and family and our conservative way of life. And so that is a big reason why I'm running. Is not necessarily for me, but it's for the next generation and future generations, to make sure that we continue to fight for those values and those issues that really make East Texas unique and such a special place to call home.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else that I might have left? You pretty much touched on all the questions that I had.
Yeah, I think that's well. If you Since you asked, I'll mention one more. Another issue that I think is so important to East Texas is the safety of the people that live here, and and that bears itself out in supporting our local law enforcement, as well as making sure that we are, of course, shoring up our border, our southern border with Mexico. And I'm proud of what the legislature has done. Of course, now working with President Trump and seeing the lowest number of crossings that we've ever seen since we've kept data on illegal crossings at our southern border. Of course, what happens on the border doesn't stay on the border. It comes right up through East Texas and all across Texas. And so we've got to continue to make sure that we are working to shore up our border with Mexico. And we've got to make sure that we have a state senator that is fighting to help our local law enforcement, to give them the resources they need. I'm really proud of what the legislature's done the last couple of sessions to help our rural sheriff's department. I'm proud to have the support of 16 of the Republican sheriffs in this Senate district in my campaign for the state Senate, because the protection of this and the safety of East Texans should always be a top priority for those that are representing us in Austin. I look forward to continuing to lead on that issue.
All right. Well, thank you so much. That's all I have for you.